We've got one of the most collectible Corvettes in existence right here. Yeah, obviously it's a 1963 split window, which they never seem to go down in value. But this one here is a number matching fuelie car, fuel injected, 327, 360 horse, 4-speed, 370 posi rear end. 50 miles on a body off frame nut and bolt restoration. We have pictures of it down to a bare fiberglass shell. Numbers matched throughout. I spent the better part of today just researching and verifying codes and Googling and looking up all sorts of things about this car, and everything I checked on checked out right. We have a list of the codes and numbers that'll be on our website. And these plates I'm holding here, maybe you've heard of a black plate car. That's what this is. In California, the license plate stays with the car. It can get sold, the plate goes with the car. So this is 1963, 2024. These plates have been with this car its entire life. I have the registration card with this plate number on it. So this is an original black plate car. This car has lived in California its entire life until we just snapped it just recently. So this is investment grade, high quality, fuelie, split window vet. Obviously beautiful colors as well. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all about it and look at all the pictures. And that's where you'll find a price tag along with a monthly finance option as well. That's all at volocars.com. If you really decide you want one of our cars, click the Buy It Now button and just get it locked up until you can talk to a salesman. If you enjoy our video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell icon and you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. For right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. Yeah, so body was off the frame. Everything underneath the car taken apart, restored, rebuilt, detailed, painted, you name it. This is the first year for independent suspension front and back. It's been all rebuilt. The steering's rebuilt. They were still drum brakes in '63, but the whole system's rebuilt. The brakes, the lines, the e-brake, everything is in excellent shape. It has the factory type dual exhaust system with the polished slash cut tips going out through the back valance. You look up at the motor, it's just spotless Chevy orange. It has the lower ignition shielding. That's the stainless covers over the plug wires. The correct canister type oil filter. The correct starter, and when I say correct, I mean it's a numbers matching, numbers correct dated starter for this car. This is an early '63, by the way, and there's several differences. I'll get to that in just a second. One of them being it's a T10 4-speed. The early '63s were T10s. Then they went to Muncie's after that. This car was built November 8th, I believe. It's a number match trans. I checked the dates, the codes, the stamp, the VIN numbers actually on it. Everything on that checked out for this car. The rear end is a 370 posi gear. Also the dates, the codes, all match to this car, spot on. So with that motor and that 370, this thing will really scoot along. So the fiberglass floors look to be in excellent shape. They're painted black, but I don't see any damage. The early '63s actually had like storage trays underneath the seats. They're actually boxes that drop down. It was only the early ones. This car has it. When you're sitting in the car, you can put tools under there, your gloves, the owner's manual, whatever. So this has those boxes. The rear spare tire carrier is a little different on the early '63s. I found that out online today and I checked it. This is correct. It has the correct early '63 fiberglass tire carrier. So underneath the car is really, really nice and proper, correct. GM shocks, and yeah, there's a list of the proper brakes for '63. I mean, it just goes on and on. It was restored authentically. Now, I've walked around this car. The blue is stunning. I mean, this looks better than most I see, especially out in the daylight. It's just beautiful, but I haven't really inspected the body real close yet. So let's do it together. The hood looks pristine. The gaps are right on. Headlights line up right on the money. They're the correct early 63 fiberglass headlight buckets, and they're T3 headlights hidden in there too. All of this, excellent. It does have the bonding seam in there. That means it's original. The split window is what really makes it. I just read a Motor Trend. They reviewed the car back in '63. And I guess a lot of people were beating this up. It gets in your way. You can't see as well. And now that's what makes the car. It has this nice body line. It goes right up the middle. But this body is excellent. They also complained in Motor Trend that in all the early Vettes, they were wavy. They didn't fit right. So this might be over-restored in that regard, because this is not wavy. It is absolutely straight and beautiful. I mean, it is smooth. I don't see any damage. See a few fingerprints. I don't see any repairs showing or nothing popping through the fiberglass. Remarkably, I don't see any cracks. These all crack. All of this is mint. All fits nicely. I mean, real nicely. The headlights do open and close. Yeah, the body's excellent. I don't find a flaw. The hood, if I had to pick something, the hood maybe sticks up just a little bit more than it should right there in the middle. The hood bows just a hair. But yeah, no cracks, no damage. The body's outstanding. And I just thought it again. This blue is beautiful. As the light hits it as it goes around, there's a little bit of metal flake in there. It's laid out evenly, and this thing is polished like blue glass. It is Daytona Blue. That is the original color. That's on the tag, and you can tell the pictures when the car was apart. You can see that it was blue before as well. The glass, crystal clear. I've sold a few of these where this is all scratched up or caulked and that sort of thing. So this rubber seal looks good. The trim looks good. The glass is crystal clear. The early 63 has a roller right here. And this one has it, so that's correct. Bumpers, taillights, all that's beautiful. The antenna's correct. Everything back here looks correct and looks gorgeous. We just put the wheels on. These are brand new, not even a few days old, knockoff wheels. They just look great on these cars as American Classic radial tires. We also have the original hubcaps, which I'll get to that in a minute too. They're pretty special by themselves. The door fits nice. It has to line up all the way around. That's about as good as I've ever seen one. Real nice. All the glass is crystal clear. All the stainless is polished. Fits nice. It has a short stem on the bow tie mirror. That's early 63. These are in real great shape. There is a little bit of flat black paint missing right there. One little piece peeled off. Outstanding. I am thrilled. I'm amazed with the exterior of this car. I don't know how to read the dates, but this does look like a reproduction windshield. This looks like the proper coating on the windshield. It doesn't say PPG or some aftermarket brand. It does look like a reproduction. Red, white, and blue fuel injection, cross flags. It's just cool stuff. One of the best looking designs of all time, in my opinion. All right, now let's get to the inside. Well, there's no trunk to show you, but we can take an extra second and just admire the split window. That right there is what makes this car so special. My dad was selling these when I was a kid, when these were just used cars. I used to ride in the back of these 3, 4, 5 years old. No car seat, no seat belt. Door jambs are painted slick. The latches look clean. The weather strips look like new and they fit right. Everything on the door panel is in mint condition, the knobs, everything. So the instrument panel's real nice. It was set at 0 when they restored it. Has the correct cones in the middle, the correct 6500 red line tachometer. The early cars had a 60-pound oil pressure gauge. Later they went to 80. See the frosted bezels, that's all correct. quartz movement in the clock. And I'll tell you what, this is painted smooth blue. That's actually not correct, but boy, it looks nice. The dash pads are mint. 63 only has like a, you might not be able to tell, but there's like a clear, like a clear laminate. I can't feel the emblem. All the other years was like a brushed stainless. And this isn't brand new. There's no cracks or damage, but I can tell it's probably an original, just a little aged. So that's the proper glove box. The liner is new. The light works. All the carpet's in excellent shape. Early 63s had a signal-seeking AM radio. The AM/FM came out later. This center console is aluminum, and it looks like it could be original. It has slight wear. It's not beat up at all. It's very nice. Correct shifter. Original seat belts, so they're not brand new. There's nothing wrong with them. Cushion, the seats, all that's real nice. I mentioned you could reach underneath there, and there's a compartment. It does come with some of this literature, which is neat to have. California plates, all carpeted, all real nice. There's the jack. It's all painted nice in here. There's the lead hammer that came with the knockoff wheels. You actually use that to knock the spinners off. Comes with a real nice cover. The vinyl in back has come down. That will need to be re-glued. The hubcaps, these are kind of a big deal. The early 63s were frosted. All the hubcaps I find are shiny. Early ones have the frosting. Here's a set of real good original. They can be cleaned up better. This could be $1,000 right here. That'll go with the car. So I thought that was pretty cool. I learned a lot about early 63s with this one right here. So, blue steering wheel. Everything in here looks really nice. Everything seems to function just as well, too. This is investment. I mean, 63s, I think everyone knows, have just proven themselves for decades now. And this one here is the ultimate. The colors, the condition, the numbers, the fuelie. It's a 327, 360 horsepower. You got the fuel injection unit up here. And not only does it give it the power and performance and collectability, but I think this is one of the best looking fuelie units with the fins, the cross flags. It's just really cool. We have the codes off of this. It's correct. The fuelie distributor was different. We have those codes. That's also correct. Has the finned valve covers. I mean, it looks nice the way it is, but if you ever pulled this off and pulled these off and had them polished professionally, that would just be like jewelry under here. Has all this shielding. I checked the numbers on the exhaust manifolds. They're correct, and they're actually unique to a fuelie car. They're different than a, like a 300 horsepower car. The whole air cleaner system here, all clean, correct. Has all the deep pulleys. We have the numbers off those. It has the extra dampener pulley, the shroud, the radiators dated 1962, the right hoses and clamps. The correct big pulley on the alternator. It's the correct alternator itself. The expansion tanks dated 62. Spring clamp battery cables, the right heater hoses. I mean, it's got it going on. I checked it out, and everything checks out. Now, you're more than welcome to inspect it yourself, but everything I have found has been correct. If you want to hear a cam, listen to this thing. Listen to that idle. Solid lifters, got excellent oil pressure. We didn't talk about the headliner for some reason. It is like a fiberboard insert. There's a few cosmetic flaws. It's not falling down or anything like that, but there's a few, it's like creases. Let's open the headlights. Push them the wrong way and go the other way. I'm smiling, folks. I did my inspection, did my video. I like this car more than I liked it this morning before I did all that. I just rolled up the window. It looks like all the glass is new. It has a real light tint. That shuts so nice. One of the nicest mid-year Corvette bodies I've ever seen. There you have it. Awesome car to own, to drive. Get out and use it. Put a few miles on it. And it's going to be a great investment for you, too. VoloCars.com. Salesmen can help you. They can help get it delivered, finance. They can help answer your questions. If you enjoy our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon. You'll be notified as the new ones roll in, and we got some great cars lined up. Thanks for watching.